Hey guys, Corey Hayden from Free Play Arcade here. We're at Free Play Arlington, and today we're sitting down with all the employees, and we're talking about their favorite games here at Free Play Arlington. I'm joined by Kelsey Hayden, my wife, General Counsel for Free Play Arcade, in addition to a number of other awesome things. So the first question is the easiest and the hardest. Right now on the floor at Free Play Arlington, what is your favorite game?
Okay, Sinistar is my favorite game, but it is not here, so...
Sinistar is at Free Play Richardson.
And it's amazing.
And I know you also love Rolling Thunder, Pingo.
So I just want you all to know that I like real old arcade games, but my favorite game on the floor here today is a new one, Killer Queen.
All right, so Killer Queen, we recently released it. What no one knows is as employees, we had a night where we just got all of the corporate staff to play Killer Queen before we ever put it on the floor so that we know, like, talking points and everything about the game when it came up, because it was kind of a major release. It was a game that a lot of people had been wanting us to get into. So we did it. So when you first played Killer Queen, what did you think about it? What was your experience with it as you walked up and played it for the very first time?
Well, first of all, it's kind of overwhelming. It's huge. There's two huge sides. It's a 10-player game. And it's very bright, it's very shiny, it's very new, unlike some of the things that we have.
There's lots of lights.
There are lots of lights, yeah. And before we could even play, we had to watch a video about the game. I mean, you don't have to, anyone could wander up and start playing, but I think it was really helpful, actually. So we had, like, you know, a 7-minute tutorial, and then we're like, go. And the thing I love about the game is it is so good for what I think the best thing about free play is. It's really fun to play with other people. It's a super social game. So you play on teams, 5v5, and there's so many different ways to win on each side. It's not just like, you know, Pingo, you're supposed to squash things and stuff like that, and that's the objective. This one, you have 3 huge objectives that can only be accomplished working in tandem with your other teammates. There are 4 players on each team are these little bear guys, and then 1 player on each team is a queen, and they can do different things. And you can win either by filling your hive full of berries, or by actually killing the other queen 3 times, or by moving this ridiculously slow snail across into like a soccer goal. And that's my favorite because it's super embarrassing if anyone ever beats you that way, because it's so slow. You should have definitely stopped it long before it got there. But you can, I mean, there is no way to win this game on your own merit only. Like, you have to play with your teammates. And I love that, and it's so much fun, and there's nothing better than grabbing a beer and playing it with your friends. And we had it at our corporate office for just like the shortest period of time, like one night, and then it went away here, which is really far away from where I live, and now I don't really get to play it very much. But I understand that we are going to be getting one at Richardson pretty soon.
So yeah, Killer Queen is coming to 2 locations, Richardson and it's at Arlington now. It's coming to Richardson. It's been a success here, and like every possible demographic has really fell in love with the game, which kind of combines. I think a lot of people have talked about it combining the gameplay of Mario Brothers, the classic Mario Brothers, with Joust, and you can kind of see that. So massive team player game, massive kind of social game. And it's quite competitive, right?
Extremely competitive. I think actually Chris Delp, who's one of our amazing community liaisons, switched teams because I think I was getting a little irritated that I was getting destroyed. He's very good at that, like gently massaging things to be a more pleasant experience. But it is super competitive. You really, really want to win. Like, you talk to your teammates. You're like, hey, go do that. Watch out for this. And I would caution not to take it too seriously because it really is just supposed to be fun. And I think Bumblebear, who makes that, really gets that. So, you know, I really like the idea of it just being out at the arcade and just grabbing some people you don't even know and being like, hey, come play with us.
Yeah, so that's what always works really well for the game, is people start kind of filling it up. They don't really know each other, but next thing you know, they're all talking together. They're enjoying gameplay. They're having fun, and they're in like a competitive arcade environment all of a sudden. So it's really, really amazing. We're super happy to have it. So do you like being the queen, or are you one of the bears that walk around?
I like the queen, so I'm really good at so the queen has to keep these gates open if you want the little bears to be able to become warriors, which I know, right? It's really complicated. Well, and that's only one aspect of the game.
I would, if this sounds interesting to you, you should go ahead and go on YouTube. There's a lot of kind of how-to videos. Watch one of them and then come play, and I think that's all the primer you really need. It's just kind of hard to explain with words. So sorry, keep talking.
It is, but so if you don't keep the gates open as the queen, then your other bears can't turn into warriors, and then you're going to get ganged up on by a bunch of other warriors, and that becomes a huge problem. So I'm really good at things like that, like watching to make sure I'm doing like what I can to help my team. But the queen is really intense too, because if they kill you 3 times, you lose. So you really have to be on top of it. I actually really liked playing the queen. Ton of pressure though. So
right, it is probably the most important player on the field on each side. So any closing words, any words of encouragement you want to give if someone who wants to play Killer Queen, hasn't played it, feels intimidated, how do you get them to play it?
Oh my goodness. First of all, don't be intimidated. When we played, we had people that were good at playing games, bad at playing games, had played a lot, had not played a lot, and everybody found a good time. So don't be afraid of the game. The other thing is you're playing on a team, so nobody's really going to notice if it's you messing it up, at least not at first. So that should be pressure de-escalating for you. But more than that, like, just come try it. Like, invite a bunch of your friends out, or don't show up at the arcade and be like, I'm playing this game, come play with me. Because people will, like, sometimes our staff will, strangers will make a new friend. It's so perfect for that. Just come give it a try. It's a really, really amazing game, and you should definitely check it out.
All right, so that is the newest employee choice so far that we found. Killer Queen, available here at Free Play Arlington, soon to be available at Free Play Richardson. Come play it. Thanks, guys.